Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
11. 2. Hey, alert.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Ready. Watch out now. 52. 22 needle.
And this complete to Mitchell. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Lance going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum plan. Go quickly and attack them, because right now, they're probably...
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. CeeDee Lamb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are on the board first here in Vegas.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And Marcus Davenport, former Saint, in on the stop there. You look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
There's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo now. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
21.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Wait. 12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
10 cycles.
Lance looking to throw it. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down. In motion comes the tight end left.
62 blaster. 6, mega. Ready.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot. 17.
Here's Lance to throw it. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Vikings. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Garoppolo changing the play.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Garoppolo. Fights through him. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Garoppolo again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 4 receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Trey Lance taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This defense for the Vikings, very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Let's take it at around the 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Yellow. Ready? Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. Touchdown, Vikings. Tylan Wallace, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. Joseph now to kick this one away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Here we go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go, here we go.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
21, 21. Stay hot.
Play action. Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Red, cycle. Red, yellow. Slide blue. Set, cut.
Shotgun now for Lance. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the right sideline. Touchdown.
That's so ass, bro.
TJ
I don't like
Hockenson,
that.
59 yards. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first
That's hella dumb.
half.
Okay, we need to double check here.
Like,
with
he's
Marvin
really acting
because
like
he
he's
keeps
about
all
to,
of our
like,
good
pull a
stats.
plug
But what
type
I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking.
The kick is good.
They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
This
And
shit
right
just
now-
weird, dog. You
Yes,
just
Yes,
giving them
you did, but
touchdowns.
that's
This
okay
shit's hella
because
strange.
the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to
Okay.
slow them down,
Good
What do you
luck.
think, bro?
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Take over 1st and 10.
Enjoy, buddy.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the
Yeah,
field a
tough
lot more
position.
than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go. Here we go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Set, hut.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Ready.
A Lance again here on 2nd and 10. This complete to Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
38.
And it's 3rd down.
Set.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Set. Hut.
5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
5. 97. Hut. Hut.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. It fights him off.
Hold up.
And that is incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
On play action, Lance. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side. Coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Ten cycles. Set, go.
It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
Give him some PT.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Sheds off the tackle. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And the Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 23, here's 2nd down at a yard. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Here we go.
3rd down and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. And quickly they get to the line. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route.
Yeah, just push it
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Pushing right in the end zone,
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is not going to make it to the end zone.
Nice.
And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Lance looking to change it up. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Let's go now. Drill, 52.
On 1st down, Lance. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd down and a yard. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. From the gun, it's Lance. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Lance. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They run it with Jacobs.
That's my guy, too.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here we go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Garoppolo's going to change the play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now Garoppolo throwing on second.
It is there.
Bang. But he can't get away forever. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Hold that ball, boy.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw here.
Thank you.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Andrew
You really got
stripped,
nigga. Come on, boo.
40-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense, very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Missed him.
And that is going to
Lance.
be incomplete.
Come
as
on,
he
brother.
ran him a bit too much. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy.
Wow, right tackle. Gave
Now
up the
Lance
fucking
unable
goods.
to escape, and down he goes.
Nobody.
Balone Nichols in there to take him down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
That is caught, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
First down, Minnesota.
White blue. Ready?
Lance now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like it.
And this is going to be intercepted.
We'll put that bitch up in triple coverage.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Triple coverage.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
Out there, 22.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Get out there.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got room. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Jacobs. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 132 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here we go.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Running is Jacobs.
Oh, he broke the tackle. Come on now.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Running it with Jacobs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 9. Now a carry for Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4.
Oh,
front 5,
okay, 7 just gave up completely.
Take up all the blocking.
He had the tackle right there. Like, what the fuck was that?
A pickup of 10, and it's
He
enough
like
for
scooted
Las
out the
Vegas
way.
first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Minnesota, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Only 4 catches for CD? That's fucking wild. Never had the damn ball, man. Had 5 fucking tackles for loss. That's crazy. 2 tackles for loss, but they assisted. So he had 0 tackles on the game. How he had 19 TFLs as a team, but he went over fucking 150 yards. Shit crazy. 142 yards, bro. Shit is wild. Shit is bananas. Quality is fucking unacceptable. ain't getting no fucking offensive yards, bro. We had the ball for a third of the game. Walk away with only 15 fucking staff points, huh? Some shit. +3, man. I'll take it. I will take it, good buddy. Lean liquor. 90 speed and 6'3". Not bad. Not bad at all. Meh. Meh, see? Meh. 1,000 receiving yards on the season. Okay. Yeah, +2 deep route. Come on, baby. +3. Hey, I'll take it. Take it, I will. Hey, 90. 90, 90, 90. Across the board. Let's go. Oh, 89 short, but who's counting? We didn't get no fucking run yards going. That's some shit. A 1,000 fucking XP. That sucks. Definitely ain't get this when you had the ball, but fucking, what, twice in the second half? Some shit like that? A 1,000 XP? That's it, bro? Come on, man. Give me the fucking, like, +10 morale. That's what I needed. Some shit. Talent Wallace actually got an upgrade point. That's kind of funny. +5 juke real quick, though. +2 spin, +2 short, +1 juke. But now he's no longer a scheme fit. Great! Great! Jay Howard got an upgrade point. The youngin. He got pretty much the same thing that Tyler Wallace got. +2 short, +2 spin, +1 juke. That's funny. But he remains a scheme fit. Adios meals. Hey, Orgy got one. +2 finesse move. That's it. Some bullshiggity. fucking weirdly built motherfucker, bro. Look at this shit. This nigga built weird as shit, bro. You got a bull rush. +2 play rec. I will take that for sure. Just play rec at 77. That ain't bad. Second year guy. I love Atlanta. They have not thrown an interception that game, but you know, there's that. Who else got an upgrade point? Special teams? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, yep. Yep, backup guard. Why couldn't that be run block finesse, bro? Like, what the fuck, man? Why would I need a guard to be... so wish they would let us go back to picking that shit ourselves. Seriously. Oh, Gidry got one. Slot, please. +4 man. Let's get it. Boy, still ain't getting no zone upgrade. +1 run block finesse. You hate to see it. Are we in a playoff picture? We currently are not. Well, that stinks. Giants, Lions, and Eagles. Eagles is the 5? That's crazy. Those are Giants. Don't even know them. Panthers, Sam Starr. I don't know who that is either. Oh, okay. So, we all got 8 wins right now. Who's playing who? Who's who in the zoo? Oh. Well, damn. Detroit won. So, Lions are leading the division at this point now. And I have yet to play Lions. He's gonna blow him out. He's gonna win that for sure. I got him in week 16 and 18, I believe. You got the orbits. Cowboys. Go Falcons. He's gonna beat the dog shit out of the Packers. Alright, well, they get to beat up on each other. Gotta play the Lions twice. Let's see if he's actually still favoring his running backs as receivers. 26 touchdowns, 19 picks. 720 on the ground. Montgomery gets a little bump. Spread out pretty evenly. Tight end and halfback will have 40-something catches. Amon Ra. Man is averaging 7.8 yards per carry with a slow running back, bro. Oh, that's tough. GG's in the chat, boys.